Supply chain network design. One of the very complex and big topics with a lot of value behind. And we at the very beginning we had this picture on a supply chain with many suppliers, a worldwide chain with 2 factories, 4 factories, finished products, global hubs, regional hubs. And there you can see already typical supply chains evolved over time and grew from small to large. If you think about a supply chain network design, normally the theory is quite simple. And if you would go on a so-called Greenfield approach, so you start everything from scratch, it is all about decisions on the locations. So where are the optimal locations for your suppliers, plants, distribution centers, and even maybe which countries you would like to enter. And about the capacity, so which capacity needs each plant or each facility and maybe each distribution center and each channel in between. Each arrow is a channel. What kind of capacity do you need here? This is very often only theory, because this would be so-called Greenfield. I design something from scratch and then you are way more free to do something. Many of these decisions fall also under practical aspects and regularity and cost aspects. So here you cannot help too much with data analytics. But I found a wonderful case which I really like a lot. A brownfield case where a huge network already existed and then they transformed the entire supply chain network into a new network. And this with help of data analytics. And this is the 2023 Edelman Award winner. That's a presentation of Walmart. And Walmart, I don't think that we have to introduce Walmart. I think I have the numbers here. So there are 4,600 stores, 170 distribution centers, 26 fulfillment centers, 96 transportation offices. It's absolutely unbelievable how large this entire network is. And here's a link to the presentation and I will sketch the steps. And here you can see that analytics helped really a lot to transform the entire network. So what they did is really they decomposed the entire design in a strategic, tactical and execution steps. And everything started with step 1. It's really Greenfield network design. Where do they want to go? And then, which is in my opinion really a brilliant step in between, they started with a network transformation part. So which locations really has to transform inside the entire network. And they went directly to the end of the distribution chain, to the route and loading planning overall. So that was the real-time part at the end, because they wanted to serve the customer best. And then the centerpiece here is where the analytics part is coming in, which is absolutely fantastic what they did. The simulation part, linking really these different parts from the executional part towards the strategic part. I think this is one of the first times I've seen this full-blown idea that a simulation can back up a full strategic design towards a final real-time execution. And this is really the challenge, I think, for every supply chain network design in these days. It's not about designing it in theory. You need this network transformation in between, and you always have to be aware where are you in your transformation steps, where are capacity may be released or new capacity coming on, and you always have to cross simulate the current situation. And this is like an operation on an open heart, and this is exactly where analytics and the simulation itself can help a lot. If you think about supporting network design, please have a look on this video. Chapeau to the people, supply chain people in Walmart. Very brilliant. I really like it a lot. Overall, if you say you want to go into this topic, it is really about simulation of the network itself. And there are a lot of good simulation suites for this to do it in the background. And also here I found another case example from Microsoft and AnyLogic. AnyLogic is one software suite who can really simulate this kind of supply chains with scenarios and analysis. This is a more classical approach, which is shown here. the supply chain simulation software, my recommendation is not to start this by scratch with your analytics departments in your company. Really go with a simulation suite, because they are built by experts, more cost effective, tested, and they are typically scalable solution. In my opinion, the supply chain simulation software should be a part of every larger supply chain, because you really can do this kind of dedicated spot analysis and dedicated simulation analysis maybe on one location site. Doing it in really full-blown, what Walmart did, I have doubts if this is a short-term endeavor. If you really want to support the change of the supply chain overall and maybe to have to simulate one warehouse, the simulation approach is exactly the way it should be.